All right, we are now live. Welcome to the Awesomest Foundation Mastermind. My name is Terrell, and I am not your host.
Why not? Terrell, you should just be the host.
And I am your lovely host, Terrell Van Hamert, coming from the great state of South Dakota, where we had winds of up to 50 miles an hour yesterday.
Wow. We need some theme music.
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, can you hear us? We can't hear you. We can't
Not this again.
again?
Oh, no, it works.
Oh, good.
Oh,
There we go.
there it is.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
We sure can. Loud and clear, Roger.
Awesome. How's everybody doing?
Good?
I'm tired.
A little tired, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really tired. My legs hurt. My arms hurt.
Don't
My shoulders
Don't
hurt.
have hot choy. Happy Chinese New Year's.
And I'm really hungry. Hold on. I gotta go get some food, actually. I'm soups hungry. Hold on a sec.
How was the Chinese New Year in New York? I saw some of the pictures. Looked insane.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. I just happened to be walking right in front of this lion dance team, and they just came perfectly into view. So I posted that 1-minute video and got my son in it, my dad. So, and then we waited for like 45 minutes to get a table at the dim sum palace. Holy cow, it was good food though.
Bummer. My dad always has some cereal at his office. Just not today.
I was gonna say, you look like you're in a doctor's office.
My dad's chiropractic office. Sure am. Oh, alrighty. Jamil, I wanted to talk quickly about your landing pages.
Mm-hmm.
Have you went them live yet? Gotten them live? Went them live?
Yeah. They're both live. They have traffic running to it, but there's like ClickFunnels had this weird like variation issue, so I had to kill all of my A/B tests, and I can't recover any of them. So I'm basically gonna be up to like 4 in the morning redoing all my A/B tests.
Oh man.
Pain in the ass.
So what happened?
I don't know. They have some bug. Just all the variations turn into
Getting more high value customers is the
pages or something. There's some weird like I don't know, some weird thing. So they all say like main variation control, but there's no fix for it other than like declaring a winner, which you can't do if there's no other variation. So I literally just had to archive like 40 pages, even like client pages and stuff. So
which software are you using?
a lot. ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels. All right, and they're having a problem.
Yeah, it's only with the variations. Otherwise, I mean, like, I created most of these funnels in like an hour, which is pretty nice and fast, including like copy and everything. So I'm pretty happy with that.
It looks pretty nice. I like that that pop-up came up too.
Yeah, it was so worth switching to ClickFunnels. I had like 10 people share their funnels with me. So
Yeah.
I didn't have to build anything. I'm literally just copying and pasting other people's already working funnels. It's awesome.
So then it connects with an email provider, or they have something like that.
They have something. I didn't buy it. I probably should now that I'm getting into it. But right now I'm using ActiveCampaign for all the email stuff. Or ActiveCampaign and Webinar Jam. So Webinar Jam has its own email server. So for all the automated webinar stuff, it's all going through there. But based on what I've seen so far of ClickFunnels email stuff, I'm probably going to switch to it at some point because it also puts me in the unlimited unlimited package for everything, so I can have as many funnels and traffic and everything as I want.
How much is that per month?
$300.
Ooh.
It gets expensive. It basically becomes Infusionsoft price.
That is, yeah. I was gonna say that's the same price.
I mean, right off the bat, it's still $97 or $99 a month I'm paying.
Right.
So I have to cut lead pages and into the page next month.
How does your
it's
email thing?
ridiculous.
How does it compare with ActiveCampaign? Is it good?
It seems a lot easier because all the automation is per funnel.
Right.
So everything's super segmented. But if you don't have a funnel, you can't have an automation.
I see.
So like I have a bunch of random stuff in ActiveCampaign that runs off of other software, which I can't have with this. If I do it all in one, so like, I still have to have ActiveCampaign. I just paid like $1,500 to join their consultant program, so I'm gonna become a certified ActiveCampaign consultant.
Nice.
Even though I probably won't use their software for myself.
Yeah.
But they have like 6,000 something customers. So if I keep onboarding as they do, like at the very least I'll be getting like 2 leads a month, which is not bad.
That's nice.
Pretty good.
I love that. You'll be certified, but you won't use your software.
ActiveCampaign isn't expensive, but it's like they need you to be in their top tier plan if you're a consultant. So I still have to pay ActiveCampaign $150 a month just to be a consultant on top of the certification fee.
Oh.
So it's like I don't know. For Lawrence, the Infusionsoft stuff seems to work because he's now a certified Infusionsoft guy.
Right.
And I mean the automation side of things, you can get billable hours easily. So like if I just wanted to hire like a project manager and I wanted to offload, basically like arbitrage his salary through billable hours, like 20 hours a week, and he could pay for himself just doing like Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign automation development.
Cool.
Yes.
So how do you guys want to structure this this new format? What are we doing again? I don't remember. Doing like a
We're
10
talking to each other.
Are we doing like a hot seat too, or?
Eventually, if someone wants to come on. I don't know if we have any viewers, but
I think I like the idea of going through our learning wins.
I really liked last week. Last week was the bomb.
Last week was that just me, you, and Eric, right? We just went.
Sorry, Jamil. It's not because you weren't here.
Well, we kind of were a free flow. But how about we just do a check-in with everybody and then do more free flow?
All right, I'll start checking. I destroyed Duhau completely, and then I undestroyed it. So I spent 4 hours after our call last Tuesday, putting it towards learn how lifestyle entrepreneurs got started. And then so I did that all, and then I showed Daniel the next day, and I was like, Daniel, I like this is a direction I think would be good. And he's like, Terrell, but you don't have to destroy what we did in order to create something else. And I was like, huh. It's like, okay. So I put that completely back how it was, and now I haven't created it yet, but I'm gonna create something for that, about how lifestyle entrepreneurs got started. But I haven't done that yet. So yeah, I destroyed Duhau, and then I put it back, basically. So it was interesting. It was fun though. I found out that I love destroying things. Daniel's pointed it out to me. He's like, Terrell, you're really good at destroying things. I was like, well, someone should hire me to destroy their business if they don't like it then, because I'd be really good at doing it. So that was me.
Guys, I'm just taking notes on the call sheet.
All right, I'll go next. So, I don't know if Jamil, remember like you were talking about morning routines a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
it really inspired me to revisit my morning routines. So in the last 3 weeks, I redesigned my morning routine. I can't remember if we talked about this, but I basically made these meta categories that were just very flexible but solid. So like exercise time and learning time and reflection time and writing time. So I have a like basically input from the learning time. I have reflection time, seeing what's digesting it, and then I have output time for like writing. And that just by structuring that every day as the first things I do has completely transformed my productivity. And I just feel like, wow, these are the things that I'm meant to be doing. Everything else should be delegated. So that has been very powerful. And I was telling Jamil before you guys got here that I hired a video editor, and I got basically what would have taken me a week done in 5 hours because this guy just slammed through the stuff. So the course is basically 60, it's 2/3% done, and I'm pushing hard to finish the rest in the next, by the end of next week. Next week is a holiday. There's no school, so I have no lessons either. Because I'm still teaching 31 lessons a week for students as well. I might have a possible coaching client, another one. They called me today. We'll see what happens. I also want to share with you guys this thing I discovered called Bubble.is. It's a visual programming language that looks awesome. It's developed here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and it looks like you can make just about anything with it. So, not that I want to go down that rabbit hole, but it's just like seems like you can start basically doing an MVP of almost anything. So check that out.
Here's the URL.
It's called Bubble.is. I put it in the group chat right now.
Okay, cool. I wasn't looking at it.
And then, what else? Well, today I had this realization that I'm trying to find more influencers in my market, and I'm not really finding that many. I mean, music educators seem to be a pretty not very tech savvy bunch, and they're not out there doing what the Pat Flynn's of the world are doing for internet marketing. So I was kind of like getting a little down because I'm like, ugh, I got 150 something on my mailing list, which is a big improvement from last week. But still, I feel like I want to be up at 1,000. So, if you guys have any ideas for influencers that could be good for music educators, I started thinking about Huffington Post and stuff like that as well, to do guest posts over there. That's it for me.
Did anything come out of? Have you given the lady a call?
Oh yeah, she's a possible coaching client. So
Cool.
that was we spent an hour on the phone today. So now I told her the price. She says, "Okay, I think it'd be really good for me. Let me think about it." So we'll see.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce. Brandon, Jamil?
Brandon, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So been kind of a busy week last week. Pretty much just finished up like Eric's automation in site for his funnel that he's kind of running now. That he's at the Traffic and Conversion Summit in San Diego. So
The site looks epic, by the way, eh?
yeah. So
It's really good.
I'll actually share my screen. I want to show you guys. Like I'm so proud of this. I had so much fun building it with Eric. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. We see.
So,
okay, there we go.
So here's the website we built out, and then I'll just really quickly show you guys the funnel. This is actually this is kind of broken. I gotta fix this. that's the wrong landing page. But anyways, there's that, and then here's the automation we built out, and it works surprisingly.
Nice.
So that's pretty awesome.
What are you using for that automation?
This is ActiveCampaign.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we built out like a really cool kind of. It's a simple funnel, but it's kind of dynamic based on like the behavior of the person in the funnel. So hopefully we can, generate some good business for Eric. And
That's awesome.
How much does that
big
cost?
week of learning. This is the free version actually. I don't think he's paying anything for it.
Starts at like $9 a month. That's probably the plan that you'd be in.
Yeah, I think so.
That looks
I'm not
pretty
sure.
cool.
But yeah, so I've done that, and then I'll go back on camera.
Oh man, Brandon, I might have to hire you.
Hold on, wait. What software is that for the?
That's ActiveCampaign.
That is okay.
And what's the template you're using for the website? What do you?
I can get that for you. I don't remember what it is, but
Are you in
it's a
WordPress?
WordPress template. Yeah, it's WordPress. Yeah.
know
So
how
yeah,
to
that fun
do you
week.
know how to use Divi?
Divi, I could probably figure it out if it's like a visual builder like any of the other ones. But
All right,
yeah.
Brandon, I might be hiring you soon.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, it was a big learning experience building this funnel. I realized, wow, I can actually do this. Like, pretty cool. Like a lot of the stuff that I read in actually Russell Brunson's .com funnels book, like started clicking when I started building this stuff out. I was like, wow, this is really cool. How we can do this. So did that. I also closed a $400 graphics deal with Eric's friend Jules, who I've mentioned in the past. And it's only like a few hours of work, but like she wants it done in a specific way. It's graphics for a podcast with like 16 variations, because there's like 16 episodes or something. That's super easy for me to do, and it's like really high leverage. And I've also set up my LinkedIn automation, so I'm prospecting again for like consulting clients, and I'm targeting web development and app development firms in the U.S. And yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to the past week.
Nice.
What do I need help with? I need a good LinkedIn messaging sequence. I'm using Dave Rogan-Moser's sort of sequence right now, his like messages there, but I don't know if you guys have a better one. Anybody who uses that? Like, I know Jamil uses it. I don't know about Tyrell or you, Andrew, if you guys use LinkedIn automation at all. But
I just recently started using a much shorter one that I got from Brian Harris at Video Fruit.
okay.
I can copy and paste it right in this
Yeah, sure.
video. It's really short, but it actually has been great because people are saying yes. Basically, I'm just saying, I have a newsletter. Do you want in? And then they say, yeah, great, and then I ask for their email. So let me find that for you.
I'll give it a try. I have like a bunch of people who've added me. It's kind of like piling into my inbox now, because I haven't been. I mean, I've been using the old one, but I feel like I want to use like a better quality one. But yeah. So that's what I'm up to. Who wants to go next? Jamil?
Yep. Jamil's up.
Take
Yeah. So this past week into yesterday, closed 84K in revenue. Finally getting some traction on the website with SEO and stuff like that, so it's beginning to generate some leads, getting like 1 or 2 leads a day from it. And then LinkedIn automation, for some reason, now it works. So I'm getting like 1 to 2 inbound messages a day from people looking specifically for service and just like want to jump on the phone and talk. Kicked off that consultation funnel. Got a couple leads through there, none that have booked calls yet, but at least some people I can follow up with. Sorted out the webinar for dentists, got it confirmed, got the landing page up. First email goes out tomorrow morning to the full list, and then there's 2 more emails that'll go out before it actually goes live, so hopefully we'll get like 400 plus on the webinar, ideally like 900. And then I met with I'm going to meet next week. I met with one of the VPs of strategy at this viral media site based out of London, Ontario. and I'm going to meet with their board of directors next week, and they may bring me in as like a strategy consultant for monetization, which would be really good because they just have like an awesome network in Ontario for startups and things like that. So that could be good. Yeah, that's pretty much my week. That's pretty much what it was. I processed I systematized kind of like my entire day, so it's actually like broken down into like these little sets of tasks every day. So they're all like revenue generation activities, like 15, 20 minutes each, and each one is direct towards like what should generate cash flow or generate appointments or leads or whatever. So that was a good win this past week too, is kind of like systematizing that.
Can you give an example of one of those?
Yeah, so like Monday is email 20 Inc. 5000 companies, and that I'm basically going back through from like 2015, 2014, 2013. Call 5 companies that were emailed to follow up by phone. 5 emails to potential partners. So I'm basically emailing agencies and PR agencies, stuff like that. 10 LinkedIn messages out to people that I'm newly connected with. 10 LinkedIn connections out. 3 LinkedIn joint venture requests. And then there's like some monthly and weekly stuff around like, I want to run a webinar a month. I want to do like 12K worth of 12,000 words worth of blog content a month that I personally write. And then I want to also do like 12 videos a month where I basically like take a blog post and just re-summarize the entire thing as a video because it's much easier to digest. And I want to release like 1 podcast every month. So there's some of those things in there.
Wow. And that's without any assistance, or?
That's my own personal routine.
Wow.
That's just all stuff for me to do.
That's a lot of stuff.
Awesome.
Nice.
It sounds like Andrew and Jamil, you guys kind of have a similar sort of thing where you're structuring your days, right?
My day's not quite structured because there's just tons of calls, but like at the very least I have like a checklist of like I have to do these things every single day.
Right.
And they're all pretty much the same, so like it works out well. So like if I find like 10 good potential partners from a Google search on like Monday, I can reuse the other 5 on like Tuesday.
I see.
But it works out that it's just like all the stuff that I otherwise would leave off because I'm just like, oh, I want to write this blog post or like other stuff that's not direct to revenue. Like, there's no excuse for it. Like, I have to do it.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah, I've tried to just actually do the things that energize me, because for me to I don't want to try to make a too detailed list. I basically have these categories of, the input, the reflection, the output, and then just 3 tasks that need to get done today. And that changes every day. What's the most important thing? So today, one of the most important things was taking that call from that possible coaching client. Writing is always part of the day, but that's what I do. So now I really see myself as being a content writer, speaker, video person primarily, and then everything else is kind of below that can be delegated eventually. Not all of it being delegated yet, but eventually.
Awesome.
So Jamil, are you focusing on dental practices now? Is that who you?
No. I one of the joint venture guys that I messaged out said okay. So he has a network of about 20 LinkedIn groups totaling about 500,000 people. So one of the ones he wanted to start with was dentists. So we're running the webinar just to see how it goes. If it does well, then we'll try like a direct offer as opposed to the actual webinar. But then he also has like plastic surgeons and chiropractors and everything else. So I'm just gonna run through all of them, and basically if the webinar works for dentists, we'll rejig it for chiropractors, rejig it for plastic surgeons, and just hit them all across the board.
Cool. And what's the selling point of the webinar going to be?
It's basically how to get the best quality patients, like how to get new, better quality patients in the next like 48 hours. So how to do it super rapidly. And it's also kind of around automation as well. So the idea of like with plastic surgeons and chiropractors and even dentists and stuff, like they don't necessarily have to be the ones doing work. They could very easily pull in young dentists or young plastic surgeons or whatever, pay them a salary and have them do the work while they just kind of act as an owner operator. And they can make a lot more money that way. So it kind of goes into the idea of structuring that, but also like how to generate the leads so that you can choose to do that or not to do that. And then kind of the end sell is PPC.
So the end sell is to do this via pay-per-click.
Yeah.
Like Facebook and
Facebook
Google?
and Google Ads. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah. Dentists probably not. They're not going to be massive. Plastic surgeons are the ones I'm after because I can easily get someone to spend like $5K a month on just the ad spend, and it should be relatively easy. But it's also like that particular. So the plastic surgeon group that he has is like 25K people. So it's a smaller audience. So it's basically just you want to tweak it and make sure it works before you go after the smaller groups that he has. And if I can get the conversion rate up, then it's that much more revenue.
What conversion are you hoping for?
It's like out of the total group size, about like 1 to 2% converting into the webinar. Out of all those who registered, probably about 5% into a call. And from the call, about 20% to 25% will close. It's easy once I get them on the phone, but it's like, because it's professional services, like I won't always have time that's available for them. And they don't want to do anything in the evening. It's going to be like early morning and afternoon. So depending on the numbers, like there's like 90 people that are ready to book a call. Like in reality, only like 30 of them will book because it's just like there's just only so many time slots. So I expect a lot of drop off there in terms of like number of people who try to book and the number of people who are actually committed to booking and the like number of people who can't find a slot.
Yeah. So are you going to be conducting the webinar, or is he?
I'm going to be doing it.
You are?
Yeah, so he basically gets a 10% cut for just sending out emails. That's the whole sell. So he just sends out an email a week to his LinkedIn group, and he collects 10% of revenue that's closed.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'd love to. I think it'd be cool to see how you're structuring your webinar.
I just grabbed Harry Marshall's local PPC mastery, and it has a PowerPoint for a webinar presentation. I'm literally just rejigging that from attorneys to dentists. I'm just using that exact same one. So I don't have to create anything, because he also has like email templates and stuff. So it's like I'm literally just copying and pasting stuff, and if it works well, awesome. Even if it doesn't work too well, like we'll still close revenue, but we just won't close as much. And then I know like where the failure points are. I can fix it for the next time.
Cool. When's the webinar?
March 1st.
Cool. Is that landing page live for the dental practices?
Yeah.
It says the time says 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds.
That is probably because the stupid phone button. Yeah, it's because that. Considering how expensive the software is, it is really shit. They've had more than a year to fix this stuff.
You're saying it should be better than what it is already?
Yeah. I mean, ClickFunnels has had a long time to catch up. It's sad that it is still this bad.
You stay with them, you think?
For now, it is super simple, and there's nothing else that is this simple yet. So for now, I have to, because with a lot of people that I'm doing the initial work for, like, so for all the tech guys and stuff, I'm offering landing pages as part of the PPC offer. And right now, I'd much rather do those funnels myself because I can just keep reusing and reusing and reusing and reusing. So I need to get into one platform where I can just build out the entire thing, and then for the next guy, I just replicate and adjust the copy.
So you just said
So
it's
for now,
so
this
simple.
is the easiest.
So you just said even though there's glitches and even though there's things that should be a lot smoother than what it is, you said
It's
it's
fixed now.
simple. I have to.
Yeah.
So even though there's some pains, just because the simplicity of it, it makes it a
Yeah.
no-brainer. Even though there's these other. Did I hear right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at some point, it's going to be worth just hiring someone internally, and then I'll just probably switch out. So at that point, then I don't care if I make the person that I hire's life hell, but I don't want my life to be hell.
It's so simple. I have to. I guess I think that's a good thing for all of us to remember. How can we make everything we're doing so simple to where it's so simple for the end user, the customer, to where they're like, I just have to use them. They make it just too simple to where
I realize also, like, I'm way undercharging what I thought was already super expensive. Like, so there's these guys called Client Boost, who do PPC. They do strictly AdWords, strictly Google. They charge $3K a month flat fee for any campaign, even if you're spending like $100 a month in ad spend. $3K flat.
Wow.
I thought like $1,500 a month and like including a landing page. I thought that was still expensive, but like these guys absolutely nailed it. Like it's unreal.
Well,
Customers flat out worth $36K a year to them at all times.
well, the reason why is what industry is this in that they were doing
They do
that?
everything. They do PPC for everything.
Okay. Well, like let's just say either a dental office or a plastic surgeon or chiropractor, whoever, they realize that if they get someone, like let's say they only get one patient a month, but that patient is for chiropractic is an auto accident patient,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna double their revenue right there from that
Yeah.
one patient, and they know that, and so you're not selling them pay per click, you're selling them the results. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
here. And once you can prove that to them, it's so simple they have to. Like,
Yeah.
So, have you changed your pricing to sort of match that, or are you still
I've
charging?
adjusted it somewhat. It sucks because I'm working more. I'm more and more getting sucked into working with Canadian companies, which it's insanely easy to close them, but I can't charge them the prices that I want to charge because they'll look at it and be like, well, that's actually like an extra 50% on top now.
Yeah.
So and then there's HST on top. So like one of the companies is like 4K a month in US.
Yeah.
Then I have to add HST on top, and they were going to pay 12 months or 3 months up front. So it would have ended up being, instead of 12K, it would have ended up being like 20,000 Canadian. So it's just like, it just won't work. But for US guys and UK guys and stuff, like, yeah, I want to up it to like 2K. I don't want to do 3K because I don't have the same traffic they do. I mean, they have 150,000 uniques a month, just just like prospective clients. Like I have maybe 1,500 overall. So yeah, I don't want to hit that high too fast. I'd rather get more cash flow in than less, even though the margin's not going to be as good.
Cool.
Yeah. The one thing I would.
Easy,
Yeah. I'm not sure you said it's Perry Marshall. That's the webinar thing you're
Yeah,
missing.
local PPC mastery.
Cool.
Is it a paid course
Yeah,
or?
so yeah, just
Yeah.
some value.
All I have is the I just have the PowerPoint for the webinar on the email.
Cool.
Hold on, what's it called? Local or
Local
what?
PPC mastery.
I put it in the master call or the mastermind call notes if you want to refer to it.
Yeah,
Sure.
local business PPC mastery.
Oh, Brent, are you taking notes?
Yeah, I've been taking notes.
Oh, cool. I was trying to too. Perfect. And I'll just get those after the call, and I'll put them online. Bingo. I won't worry about that then. Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's
Cool.
it has at least it has all the presentation and stuff there. So it's literally like it's plug and play to a certain extent. Because all the PowerPoints and joint venture emails and stuff are all in there. So you literally just have to pull out whatever you need, rejig it for the industry, and throw it out there. It's not bad.
Cool. Yeah, Brandon, I'll get those notes after, and then we'll just throw them in the call notes, all these links that we're talking about.
Yeah. The interesting one, so they I have to. I'm probably going to buy the full thing at some point. The full thing has a landing page generator, and the landing page generator has pre-built landing pages for like all the major local business type things. So there's chiropractors, cosmetic surgeons, dentists, attorneys, martial arts schools, gyms. Like it's all literally in there. You just like plug in. Okay, so this is the business name. Here's their logo. And you press a button, and then you have a high converting landing page ready to go. It's insane. It is a seriously solid program. Like it's made for beginners or people who just want to do things really rapidly. But it's like a solid program for like the $2,000 or whatever they charge.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's good.
Cool.
It's probably the only thing this Perry Marshall I'd recommend. I like them. This is the only thing I'd invest in.
I found him to get very confusing when I tried to follow his book. It was just like
very
going around and around.
Which book were you reading?
The Mastering PPC Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At first I was like really excited about it, and then I was like, wait a second, this seems to be there seems to be a chapter missing or something.
Yeah, it gets outdated really rapidly. I mean, that's just like the nature of those platforms. But it's like, it hasn't been updated in a long time. You can tell. It hasn't been updated in quite a while.
It just feels very confusingly written, too.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like his 80-20 sales and marketing book. It's pretty good. There's a few like awesome strategies in there. Sort of just like the principle that you learn, like the whole Pareto thing. It's really useful.
Yeah. It is super super intellectual. It does get into that.
Yeah.
It tires me out while I read it at some point.
Yeah.
I probably put it down like 20 times while I was reading it, but it is good. It is a really solid book.
Cool. Who else needs some help? Let's do like a mini hot seat for the last 15. Anyone?
I was wondering about, you guys had some experience with like list rentals again. I forgot what you guys had been using or found good lists somewhere.
What type of list?
Well, if I was to try to get music teachers, but I don't know where to get them. They just seem to be a very small audience that's not very active. So I got to figure out how to reach them.
So there's Nextmark.
What's it called?
Nextmark.
Net.
Pop the link. Pop the link in the chat there.
Nextmark.
it should have a list for it. Like I haven't found a list that it doesn't have yet. It's insane how comprehensive it is. And it's basically like a list rental. It's like old school list rental digitized. That's basically what they've done. Let's see, quick search here.
Yeah,
So
I found one. There's a music teacher one for like $100 or something per month. 11,000.
Yeah.
Here, check this out.
There's a couple of art and music teacher ones here actually.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Well, it's
so
arts and music
what's
teachers.
that mean? $100 a month. What does that mean?
I still haven't figured out the pricing. I still don't know how it works. But it's like, if you click get pricing, like each of these lists is owned by different people.
The
So
M
if you
might.
go like get pricing, it'll contact the person who owns that list, and then you can sort out the pricing. But it can get very expensive.
Right.
Because they're like responsive, properly opted-in lists.
Right.
So yeah, it can get expensive.
Oh, and they want 5,000 minimum.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they charge an extra amount per month for.
I don't know if that M is a month. Is that like M as
I think it
in?
might be per thousand. I think that's what the M
is it?
I think it's basically like impression based thing.
Yeah.
Type pricing. There's one there that's owned by Exact Data. They'd charge you a price per lead.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is owned by it. That's cool.
Oh, this is like a list of lists.
Yeah.
What's per F then? What is that? If M is per 1,000.
I have no idea.
Hmm.
The pricing for a second made a lot more sense when you mentioned per month. And I was like, that kind of makes sense. Because like some of these lists are 100,000 people and they charge you 100,000/M, whatever that is. So there's like, you can't pay someone like 10 grand to send out one email. Like that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yes. Other than this, I mean, you could do it. Have you done Facebook ads using the job title filter?
Yeah. I know I'm getting mixed results in Facebook. I feel like it's but then again, you know what? I'm finding that there's an old school mentality of music teachers who don't want to change. Which is why there's such an opportunity for me to offer change, but not everybody wants to change.
Yeah.
And it's astounding. I belong to the two major national associations, and I read their magazines. They're just crap. Same old shit over and over again. So.
Don't your associations have a member directory?
Yeah, they. I think they offered to rent it to me for like a lot of money. Let's see what they.
Have you offered them content to put in their newsletter or something, so you can get like branded content in there?
That's the next step.
Because you know Lori from our class.
Yeah.
She literally just like landed one of those in the RV market where she is just basically giving them free content to get branded placement in their newsletter.
Cool. What's her market she's doing?
Like RV, adventure, that realm of things.
She's doing an app for them?
No, consulting.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll I just looked up that stuff today to do guest articles and blogs and stuff. But yeah, I think I looked up something about their list rental. It was quite expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like basically, all you have to do is just get them to opt into something, right?
Right.
So like, how many ads were you A/B testing on Facebook?
I was just doing small little uh, uh, boosted posts, and
So boosted posts will only hit those that are in your page.
oh really?
Yeah. So like if I look at look at an ad set targeting Canada, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand
Mm-hmm.
with the job title music teacher.
Okay.
There's 22,000
In Facebook?
listed on Facebook. And cost per click is like $1 to $2 Canadian, so like $1 US. Yeah, so I mean, like all you have to do is get them to opt in, right? So if you offer them something free and you just hit them with different free offers, so you tier it, you basically say like, spend like $10 a day, and you do like 4 ad sets at like $2.50 a day each, where each one is a different set of offers.
Mm-hmm.
You basically run that for about like 5 days or 10 days, and you've covered all of the music teachers. You probably hit them all by then. And you just keep switching up the offers to figure out what works best, and then you just capitalize on it.
That's good. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try that again. Because when I was doing it the last time, I was really kind of just dipping my toe in the water. I didn't really think it through like this. This is good.
Yeah.